In the movie, my dear ma'am, rain a fall,
Hmm.
rain a fall. I make sure me hear the rain on the zinc roof of the movie house. And me didn't know me. I said, Lord Jesus. When this is sitting here done now, fi go walk, fi go back down in the world for mud and thing there.
Yeah.
But actually, when I came out, when the show ended and I came out, to my surprise, out there dry. So me said to my brother, I'm sure with a lot of excitement, Lord, it's funny to way. What are we really that far in the show and out here dry, dry, dry? And the boy look at me and said, I flame you idiot, you.
Now grab your tea, coffee, or a glass of wine and let's talk the things. Have you ever considered that in addition to medical professionals, perhaps comedians are also healers of the world? You see, comedians possess a remarkable ability to tap into the human experience, addressing common struggles, frustrations, and anxieties using humor. Their comedic insights provide a fresh perspective on life's challenges and allow audiences to see their worries in a more light-hearted and relatable way. Their performances create a cathartic release, helping individuals process difficult emotions and provide a temporary escape from the stresses of life. And while medical professionals heal the body, comedians heal the spirit. This week, we are talking to Tings with my favorite comedian, the Oliver Samuels. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk the Tings. I am your host, Ash, and this week we are talking to Tings with a man whose humor, wit, and effortless ability to bring joy to audiences through television and theater has transcended generations. Regarded as Jamaica's king of comedy, he has left an indelible mark not only in Jamaica, but throughout the Caribbean's cultural and entertainment landscape. As a result of his impact and positive representation of Jamaica, he was conferred with the Order of Distinction in 1978 and Commander of Distinction in 2020, and received an honorary doctorate from the University of the West Indies, Mona. He is none other than Jamaican comedian, actor, playwright, and my favorite comedian of all time, Dr. Oliver Samuels, OD and CD. Welcome, Uncle Oliver. How are you?
I am wonderful, my darling.
Great. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, yes, even though the journey was quite meandering.
Many rivers to cross, but we crossed it.
Why? Me nearly drowned, you know, see me nearly drowned, Ashley.
Yes, yes, but we've made it, thankfully.
Aye, you a good thing, your throat, the piece of rope, me hang on on it and tie up my waist. You're a strong lady.
Oh man, I love music. So sometimes I begin each episode with song lyrics related to the guest or topic. And this episode's lyrics are: I want you to believe every word I say. I want you to believe everything I do. Music is what I've got, and I've got to find some way to make it. And those lyrics are from Funky Kingston by Toots and the Maytals. Now, this is one of my favorite Toots and the Maytals songs because it serves as a reminder that when God gives us a gift, it is incumbent on us to find a way to use it and to not get discouraged if, say, others don't believe in that gift. But know that as long as you believe in what you are doing or saying, the world will believe it also. So I wanted to know what your thoughts are, especially in this generation where unfortunately we have social media and people might think, I don't want to be a comedian or a singer, or I can't be because everybody else is doing it.
It is so amazing that you have chosen that song and express the idea um so aptly a while ago, because it was just yesterday, I was saying that I am so blessed and I'm so fortunate that God has given me a talent and also the intelligence to be able to use the talent.
Mm,
So it is
yes.
just so incredible.
Wow. Wow. I'm glad. That's perfect then. And I think that's so
Yes.
true. And I think, you know, you're such a good example of that because social media is great for a lot of different things, but one of the things that I find it's not good for is comparison, right? So I find that a lot of people now that may have these great gifts may feel like they shouldn't do it because everyone else is doing it, not realizing that what they have is special?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. True, true.
Okay, so who is Oliver Samuels? And I would like you to answer without stating your name, job, culture, things you've done, or people you know.
Ha, ha, ha. Well, I am going to say Oliver Samuels is a very simple man born in the parish of St. Mary on a banana estate, because I changed it from plantation to estate because when I say plantation, people believe that I am coming out of slavery. Yeah,
Okay.
born on a banana plantation, grew up there until he was about 10, 11. Then moved off the plantation about 11.
Mm-hmm.
Got a scholarship to Dint Hill High School.
Nice.
Graduated, moved from the boarding space. Well, did go back to St. Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, moved from St. Mary, went to Kingston in order to find a job so I could assist in the medical expenses of his ailing mother,
Mm.
and got involved into something that he loved, and then that is a passion.
Mm.
And here he is now, 50 odd years after.
Wow. I love that. I love the way you told that story. And how old were you, would you say, when you realized that you had the ability to make people laugh?
Well, people have been laughing at me, or with me, or after me from me like a picnic. But I, I never knew that there was this talent coming out.
Yeah.
But because our situation when we were children,
Hmm.
on the estate, we had the opportunity of, like, on a Friday night,
Hmm.
because them times me and my brother probably were the only two kids that would go to school on a Friday.
Oh, wow. Why was that?
Normally, because parents at the time felt as though Friday, the Friday usually was a half day school.
Okay.
So parents felt as though people not learn nothing in a half day. So them nobody send the children. But my mother, she was just this kind of totally authoritarian, and she said, no, something them have to learn. People must learn something. So we had to go to school half day,
Okay.
the Friday. And then the funny thing, what was so hurtful about that experience was that afar we have to walk, go school. Afar our mother insists that we have to go school on the Friday. They have the school. So it did hurtful. But anyway, we did have to go. So um like on a Friday evening now, Friday evening, Saturday evening, the adults would
Mhm.
create their own entertainment because we never have no farmer, no radio, no nothing.
Right,
Later
right.
on, with the fusion came and only one man did have it down there.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, we were excluded from their form of entertainment. So we would have play ring games and moonshine darling and all them. So
Oh, nice,
right.
nice.
So we had our entertainment also.
Mhm.
So we lived quite most of the times quite harmoniously, adults and children. My dear, look here. Me was in everything. I was the little boy who anything school want.
Mhm.
Me always arrange concert, penny concert.
Oh, wow.
That's anything school want me organize penny concert and get it. You know?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Like if the farm we have a school farm and the school farm want seeds and things like that,
Mhm.
me organize penny concert and we get it. Me organize penny concert to buy like polish to polish our
Okay.
desks and that kind of thing and to help to repair the piano, the organ and all
Nice,
that. Yeah man.
nice.
So it's something that has been in me
Mhm.
without me knowing it,
Right, right.
right? I was the leader of the group down there, as I said, when our parents were
Mhm.
entertaining themselves. But I was the leader of the group. Then now, and even at that stage, because I picked me, me no know nothing about create, I want to be an actor and all. Because I don't know nothing about no acting. No, me not see nobody a act now. Me not have no mean,
Right.
no means of the television, of the movie house or whatever. We don't know.
Mhm,
Anyway,
mhm.
what how this creative thing came to my consciousness. Me tell story so much that they feel like me shouldn't say it, Ashley.
No, go ahead.
Everybody me tell, the world must know now, and they must have say it with me now. One day, Ashley, my mother
Mhm.
went to the market. Now I don't know if I did see people a clean house because normally it's a Saturday. Everybody a
Mhm.
clean out house. You understand?
Right,
But
right.
my mother went to the market and I cleaned the house. And when I say house, I want one room,
Mm.
Me clean it, man. And me polish it and shine it.
Mm.
And when she came home and saw it,
Mhm.
she was so shocked.
Mm-mm.
And she said she don't have nothing to give me to show her appreciation.
Mhm.
But one thing she going to do is to make me and my brother follow the other boys them
Mhm.
go to the movie this Saturday evening.
Okay.
Now we have our walk again. And if we not die at anything we have to do, we have to walk. We have to walk go bush, we have to walk go river, we have to walk go school, we have
Right.
to walk go shop, right?
Mhm.
Not in a free area there so.
Right.
Anything we have to do, anything we want, we have to walk go get it.
Mhm.
So we go a movie.
Mhm.
In the movie, my dear ma'am, Rain a fall.
Hmm.
Rain a fall. And make sure me hear the rain pan the zinc roof of the movie house. And me didn't know me. I said, Lord Jesus. When this a sit me, I don't know. If you go walk, if you go back down in the world pan mud and thing there.
Yeah.
But actually, when I came out, when the show ended and I came out, to my surprise, out there dry. So me said to my brother, I'm sure with a lot of excitement, Lord, it's funny the way. What are we really that far in the show out here dry, dry, dry? And the boy looked at me and said, I flame you idiot, you. Well, I didn't know what he meant,
Yeah.
but all I know, I and right at this minute, it still resonates.
Hmm.
All I know is that I said to myself, me want to be now that the magic there too. That a magic, and me have to be now that the magic. Hence, this the
Wow.
beginning of the search of my want to become an actor.
So, would you say that ultimately your mother played a significant role in your wanting to become an actor? Because had she not sent you, maybe you would not have known about the possibilities.
Right. But you know something, Ashley? I've never even thought of it that way.
Hmm.
But my mother went away to Cuba before we were conceived. And therefore, how she ended up on an estate with a man where I work on a banana plantation or a banana estate, I cannot tell you.
Hmm.
I really can't because that happened in Kingston.
Okay.
But my mother was a very intelligent lady,
Hmm.
you know?
Hmm.
She was quite intelligent and she was not the average woman on the plantation. My mother spoke well. She spoke well. She was a very intelligent woman. Me no know. Love is a funny thing. A very
Yeah.
funny thing. So me no
Yeah.
know. Me never did ever ask because me a pick me the entire day. You have to be seen and not heard.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. But she could have corrected us and all that kind of stuff when we taught the Jamaican language, and she insisted that we to speak, and she was a Gaviite also, and therefore if you came to me and asked a question,
Hmm.
we could never hang our heads down. We have to look right in the eye and answer.
Wow.
Because should I give one lick on their cheek and say, speak up, speak up, look up. Mr. Garvey says, look up. Yeah, she was that kind of lady.
Wow. 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 But I think that really speaks volumes to a lot of who you are and how you carry yourself.
Yes, she was and she cared about people. She cared for her children and all like that.
Mhm.
So now I never ever even thought of giving her credit for the fact that she sent me to the movie house because anything me have to do, my whole life I've given her credit for.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
So as I was saying to you, that's where my journey into the creative world started.
Right, right,
Or
right.
the conscious search for that started then.
Right, because you knew it was something, but because you hadn't seen it, there's a saying you can't be what you don't see. So because you haven't seen it, maybe you just didn't know exactly what it was, but that chance encounter opened your eyes to like, wait, there's a whole other world out there that I could be a part of that's magical, as you said.
Yes, it magical man.
I know you've told the story multiple times about how, you went to Kingston and then you went back and you went, but you also ultimately decided to go with your passion. So even though you've told the story many times, can you just kind of tell us maybe in summary what that was like to go to Kingston and then kind of just be open to a new environment because it was so different from where you were from?
I was working with the Ministry of Agriculture at the time, as the other assistant store clerk on the experimental station
Mm-hmm.
at Orange River in St. Mary. And one evening, two of my friends came from Kingston and said, them come for me. Me said, what do you mean you come for me? Him said, no, sir, we can't live without you at town. We want you at town. So me said, Lord, no, me kill me for leave and me work and thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, them finally convinced me to go resign. I'm at their town then.
Mm-hmm.
And I went for an interview at the Gleaner. But no, the whole time I did it, from the morning, the man I talk about, we have a signed contract, we have a signed contract, and all like that. So, me in my head, I said to myself, so me can't sign no contract because say, the reading, the proofreading at night time, something. And me still
Mm-hmm.
in my head say, suppose the opportunity arises where I have to I get into theater. Theater is a night thing.
Right.
Some day when me go for lunch, me never go back. Me just never go back.
Oh my gosh.
The story them is so enough and complicated. Me tell them straight. Me not think so, but Kingston, that was it. It was a busy, busy time. It was a wonderful time. There was a time when I had to run back a country 2 times because I couldn't take the pressure of city life. But
Yeah.
me come back because there was nothing. As far as I'm concerned, I had outgrown the work at the place and I had left it. So nothing else to do their country for me to do. And me and my sick
Right.
mother out there, me have to take care of. So me did have to come back.
Right. Because there was more earning potential in Kingston, I gather, right?
Yes. Oh
Okay.
yes. Mhm.
I know my dad and Uncle Willie always talk about pantomime. Was
Yes.
that in between that or was that before or
When
after?
no, I got a little settled. I got into the drama school run by the Little Theatre
Mm-hmm.
Movement. And so we had an easier opportunity because in those days you have to go audition for the show. Um, for the pantomime,
Okay.
annually them had an
Mm-hmm.
audition, which was another event. Um, but I got in and my first pantomime was Music Boy, and it propelled my popularity to another level, and so I became like a staple in the pantomime, and then me and your Papa and Willie, darling, we had some fun there, and them used to carry the whole part a new lines in my evening time, come give me and me put it in and it work, and hey. Them was two character too, them should have ended the show. But they were in the band. Well, they were in the
Yeah.
show, but them should have been given speaking parts. Two terrible man, nearly mash up.
So, what role, and you kind of talked about it a little bit, but what role do you think that your upbringing and even your cultural background has played in shaping even your comedic style or the themes that you explore in your work?
The influences from the people in the community at that time, the folklore of our people, which is the aspect of the culture.
Yes.
Those things do and continue to shape whatever I do,
Mhm.
even sometimes
Mm,
my thinking even now is hinges on my folkloric or
yeah.
cultural background from the experiences then.
Oh, love that. Love that. And as most of us know, of course, I have my personal favorites, but you gained widespread recognition for your role in the popular Jamaican television series Oliver at Large. which aired during the 1980s and 1990s. And so I know you've spoken about it a little bit in other interviews, but can you briefly tell us how this all came to be? Because that was such a big deal back then for someone to have their own show and be the lead on the show and all of that.
Me dear, you ask me the question, then remember my age, you know, darling. Me must remember those things. Anyway, for that I do remember. You're lucky. I, at that time I began practicing theater,
Okay.
performing and all that, and the popularity was getting bigger and bigger, but
Mhm.
it was at a level of sanity.
Okay.
And I was doing Trevor Rowan's Schools Out, and a gentleman who is Jamaican but
Mhm.
lived abroad, Calvin Butler is the name. He watched the show, and at the end, he came and he met me, and he said how wonderful he thought my performance was, and he loved the show, and said, "How you're not on television?" So I
Wow.
I don't know and all this kind of stuff because I've heard I've heard this question asked so many times and how many they are Hollywood and all that, and people come and them are going to do this for me and them are going to do that for me, and it never and nothing ever happens. So with
Happens, yeah.
this man coming to ask me was just being patient and trying to be intelligent by explaining to him that probably it's not my time and all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and he said to me. He's coming back to Jamaica shortly, and he's going to get me on television. And I said,
Mm.
"Oh, fine, sure."
Mhm.
And him go about him business regarding my yard. At the time, I was working at the Social Development Commission, but
Mhm.
Babsy Grange, the Honorable Olivia Grange, at the
Yes.
time was working in the Prime Minister's office in the cultural section, and she requested a secondment to her office to work on this major festival and all that.
Okay.
And so them they have to send me go to Mexico to go learn the mosaic thing and everything. Fit perform in a stadium. Queen Princess must did that come and all that. It was I think
Oh.
Jamaica 25.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she seconded me.
Mhm.
I was seconded to the office of the Prime Minister.
Mhm.
Me dear man, me go up there. Now the man me see. Yes, I saw Calvin there, and as he saw me, he
Wow.
said, oh yes, yes," and he went straight to Minister Grange and
Mm-mm.
spoke to her, and then Babsy start call up Doyle and a man at JBC and whatever them do, them work it out, and so we met one evening. The late Ashton Cook, John Andrew Hutchinson, a few people,
Mm-mm.
and we
Mhm.
came up with this concept of Oliver at Large.
Oh,
And
wow.
we did 5 vignettes. These are
Wow.
5 little short stuff. I don't know,
Right.
5 minutes something. And it was aired, and the entire Jamaica demand them want more.
Mm-mm.
So we went to the ambitious effort of doing half-hour episodes.
Wow.
And that's the Oliver at Large.
How many pieces, sir?
Piece of what?
Pieces of luggage, sir.
Look here, no. They might look piece of to you, but it's genuine leather. It's my sister husband sent them from England.
If I had to choose two, my favorites are Flight 007 and Jamrock Hotel. So I want to know, as many others I'm sure want to know, were either of those episodes inspired by real events?
Oh, I am to give credit to writer Patrick Brown. Patrick is very clever. After he got the concept that Oliver, the character Oliver Adams, is one somebody will go
Mm-hmm.
walk and fast in all asset of the facet
Mm-hmm.
of the society. I don't know if Flight 007 was prophetic, or him know an incident in on Air Jamaica at the time,
Yeah.
and but Patrick is so creative, and such a great writer that anything is possible with him.
And the reason that I ask is because I think that's why a lot of Jamaicans, a lot of us in the diaspora can really relate. Just because those are things that we've either witnessed or maybe our parents told
But
us.
I know I do know of situations like those.
Okay, okay.
I do know, and I mean, even after the show is recorded, I have seen where people behaving badly on airplane. But look at even what is happening now in the airline industry with after COVID with all them people. So
Yes.
that is so amazing. How even to this day
Mm-hmm.
these episodes are relevant.
Very relevant. Yes. Prophetic, even.
Yes.
And when you were recording, especially Flight 007, because I think that's probably the most popular, did you ever have any periods where like you or the other actors or actresses laughed and you had to like retake just because like I said, you just seem like such a comedic person that you don't even have to try. So was all of that written down or was some of that your own comedic timing?
My name is Oliver. That is a nice name.
You think so?
Yes, of course.
My husband I think so tall. He say too old timeish.
Husband, my granny did have a cow named Darius.
My timing is God given,
Mm,
and my ability to bring words alive is a blessing and a given gift. But I tell you something, the man Patrick Brown, he knows me so well. He knows my style,
wow.
and yes, but recording these
Hmm.
things can be so tedious that
Really?
most of it, a lot of the times, we have to broke the ice. So we have to make joke and we have to make fun in the studio, make people laugh and try to encourage them to do what they expect of us and all that.
Yes.
But
Wow.
but the writings, it's all Patrick's.
And that's so interesting because comedy, although it's there to bring joy to people, it can be a powerful tool for sparking conversation and change. And I just wondered, were there any social issues or topics that you remember at the time that maybe Patrick or you were passionate about that you incorporated in any of the episodes?
The one about the give generously one.
Okay, yes.
Ah, ah,
Wow.
give generously, and the church felt that we were taking liberty with them,
Mm.
and it was a little controversial one. But my dear, just after that touring of bus out, and we find out that the church, some of them are all Ginal and
Oh,
Bugler,
no.
and all them sitting there.
Mm-mm. So once again,
I don't want to.
prophetic.
Yes,
And that's really shameful, right? Because a lot of people put their trust in the church. And so when you have that position of power, it's almost a shame, especially when it's the elderly and,
yeah,
people that are dependent on that
it
establishment.
still
That's
happens. Yeah.
really, really a shame that, like you said, still happens, unfortunately. So over the years, you've, I'm sure, interacted with countless fans. As you said, even during from that time, you had gained so much popularity. Can you recall a specific encounter or story that left a lasting impact on you in regard to a fan? Maybe they came up and told you something or told you you had some type of impact on them?
Well, me I will give one very one when I impactful. Well, very impactful, but wicked.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yes, yeah. I was in England performing, you see,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end of the show, I walked backstage out into the area where I'm to wait for my vehicle.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And Mama, one lady, she was drunk,
Mm.
came up to me and me said the woman give me $1. Nearly buck me down and say
What?
and cause some bad word and say you no long you be and wait a yard and you no come.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but she was drunk. She was drunk, so them took her away. But mama, one cocoa come up in my forehead.
No.
One big cocoa you could have dig that. But that's something I'm just telling you that I mean, you know. But there are people who have come to me and said, Oliver, let me tell you something. You are a doctor.
Mm,
You know, my grandmother or my mother, she passed now or so.
mhm,
When she was sick with the cancer, whatever,
mhm,
Oliver, when she hear your voice,
mm,
when she watch a episode of the show, it's like she get healing.
mm.
You know, I have gone all over the place and people would come to me and beg me to come and look for their ailing parents or a relative and I go into so many hospitals around the place.
Mm.
Yeah, but because of, my issues and my work. So
Right, right.
I am very grateful. I am never ever one day forgetful to be thankful.
I love that. I love that. And so, speaking of that being, your story and even the story of how you've impacted so many others, I want you
Yes.
to tell me your story of self, story of us, story of now. And I'm going to quickly explain what each mean, right? So, the
And me
story.
not gonna able to answer none of them there. Story of self.
So, story of self specifically, basically wanting you to explain why you feel you were called to do what you were called to do, very short. And then story of us is basically why you feel that what you were called to do has affected your community, so the Jamaican community. And the story of now is basically with the challenges that our community faces as Jamaicans. How does your story of self impact those challenges?
Ashley, my darling, look at them. There are three questions there. We're very, very, to me, that are them the academic professorial question you ask me, women that think we can answer, you know.
No, you can answer. Okay, we'll do
Story
one
of
at a time.
self,
Story of self.
story of self is it's why I think I am the one to have received this gift
Correct.
because I believe that I was at the time
Mm-hmm.
the most suitable to be able to take this gift and use it
Mm.
in a manner that is beneficial to my community.
Yes, I love that. See, perfect. And then the story of us is basically how your shared purposes and goals have affected your community.
My story has affected the community in a most positive way. One,
Mm,
it has brought a lot of people who felt that the theater or the performing arts was
mhm,
something that is out of their reach. And with me
mm.
being a practitioner, they see themselves and therefore they believe that they belong. And so they have come to be great supporters of the arts, of my craft, of the performing art, of theater.
I love that. And last but not least, story of now, how your gift can help the challenges that face your community now.
My gift can help to battle the challenges of now
Mhm,
and challenges such as the technological space.
Hmm.
Challenges now even the pandemic.
Yeah.
My gift can help to soothe. My gift can help to expose the evils or the good
Mm.
that our people now have to be dealing with.
Yes, I love that. Perfect. See how well you did? Those were amazing answers. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, so a little bit of fun. I'm going to ask you 7 random questions, and you have to give me the first answer that comes to mind. Okay?
I never chat in my life, Ashley.
That's not true. I've seen you do 2-hour interviews.
You beg me be your question them hard and mama me have to think deep.
No, but that's what makes it different because you answer the same old questions, I'm sure, all the time. People want to know who you really are. And I think you've done such a great job of answering these questions. So,
That is so soothing to the ear.
okay, so 7 quick questions, a little bit of fun. Number one, who is your favorite reggae singer of all time?
Berries.
Barris Hammond. Nice. What country have you always wanted to visit?
Somewhere in Africa.
Okay, nice. What was your favorite age, would you say, growing up?
My favorite age?
Age, yes.
Wow. Must be 10.
10? Okay, nice. Any particular reason why?
Because at 10, I was going to the primary school and I began to learn about learn about gardening.
Oh, interesting. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And our teacher used to, our headmaster used to tell us how God walks through the roses. That so me always me have a special love for roses.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Stew peas with pork. Stew peas
Hey,
with pigtail.
hey, that sounds good. As you would say, tastes
Uh-huh.
even better.
Yeah.
Um, best concert you've ever attended?
Best concert.
Yep.
Don't remember.
No?
Best
Okay.
concert. No,
Maybe even if it wasn't somebody famous.
no, I'm blocked there.
Okay. Okay, no worries. What is one job that you could never ever do?
The only job that I would never do is to climb way up in the air.
Okay, like the people, the construction workers or people that clean
Yeah,
windows of
yeah.
tall buildings.
I could do the actual work,
Right.
but not to be able to go up in the air.
Okay. I think I'm with you there. That seems a little scary. All right.
Yeah.
And last but not least, what is your favorite thing about Jamaica or being Jamaican?
The people.
Oh, and do you mind saying why?
Because we are, in spite of everything, we are a loving set of people
Hmm.
and we have a rhythm that we live by that is just incredible.
Hmm. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Well, before you go, I would just like to say that they say if you want to know the true character of a man, you should look at how he treats those who can do nothing for him. And so, listening to your story, even though you were not getting paid maybe early in your career, you still wanted to make people laugh and bring joy to people. So to me, you are so much more than a comedian. You are a national treasure, a healer, a motivator, and an inspiration for generations past, present, and future. And you've said in previous interviews that one of the things you've heard in your career that, maybe wasn't detrimental, but really made you panic or cause you worry was when someone said, "Don't call us, we'll call you." You also spoke of knowing you were a creative person from childhood, you know, going to town and going back to St. Mary, but ultimately returning to Kingston permanently because something told you you were meant for more. Well, perhaps your life story is a message for all of us to find a way to do what we love and make a living from it. Essentially, you don't call your purpose, you make your purpose call you. So, thank you so much for coming to talk the things with me, Uncle Oliver. And I can't wait to see all of the years that you have left in you to inspire more generations. And I just look forward to seeing all of the wonderful things that you continue to do.
Ashley, I thank you so much, and with such a beautiful, beautiful conclusion, I would not want to muddy the water. Thanks, God bless you, and every success with your podcast.
Thank you so, so much. I so appreciate that.